Hey guys, it's Mumu. Welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about why you should be doing monthly art challenges. And when I say that you should be doing, it doesn't mean you have to, but I definitely recommend them. So these are my 5 reasons why you should be doing them. So reason 1 is basically it takes you out of your comfort zone. As you can see, right now it's Mermay, it's a big thing, everyone's drawing mermaids, but it doesn't mean you actually know how to. At least for me, I grew up with mermaids, as in like they were in movies I used to watch as a kid, not just Disney, but I guess Disney owns some of the movies, but mermaids involved storytelling, things like that. But me myself, I have never actually drawn mermaids. So when I first did, I'll insert a picture below, like picture on the screen to show you what it actually looked like. And it was horrendous, honestly. I hated it. I hated Mermay. And that was last year, exactly last year ago. I tried this challenge and I hated it. I hated everything about it. I hated mermaids. I think I got to like 5 days and then I ended up archiving all of it because I was like, nope. Makes me look super bad, makes me look like I don't know anything. But compared to like the art I do now, it's definitely better than it was before. So mermaids was not my thing, but I ended up growing within this year that had passed, and basically I was like, okay, I'll try it again. I have to come out of my comfort zone. I have to be able to draw more than just humans. Like fantasy is a big genre and it's amazing. I mean, Ariel was my favorite princess, so how can I draw mermaids and not be able to even draw my favorite Disney princess? So I actually did draw Ariel and she turned out cool. I loved it. Everything's awesome. But here I'm drawing, for this mermaid video, I'm going to be showing you 3 illustrations that I did, and it's for Mermaid Melody. It's an anime show, Mermaid Melody Peachy Peachy, it's called. It's an anime show. It's really cool. The characters are very likable. They're really awesome. And basically, for this, I actually did it in lineless. My first mermaid I did had lines in it a year ago. And I don't know why, I thought maybe if I approach this with lineless, I'd be able to achieve it. And I actually did end up liking how she ended up, like how all of them ended up. I really enjoyed it. So for me, this was super duper fun. But so that's the first reason, it takes you out of your comfort zone. Knowing that Mermay was coming up this year, I already sort of knew what to expect from last year because I did try it, but at the same time, I think I just started digital art. I mean, I started in December, but I used to draw just with my finger, and I actually got an iPad for work like in February. So February, March, around that time, so really close to Mermay. And I haven't really done digital art with like pencil, pens. I was still learning a lot of things. I was still trying to do like semi-shortcuts, trying to figure it out. I wasn't prepared. Mentally, I was technically not prepared because knowing you're doing like a month challenge, it's a pressure of posting every day. 2, it's like something I wasn't comfortable with, the fact that it was like mermaids and I didn't even know like the human anatomy. So how could I even try to do a human and a fish anatomy? Like all of this was just too much for me last year. But knowing that it comes every single year on the same exact month really helped me to sort of prepare myself. This year I actually did prepare myself. It ended up going completely different. What I did was like in February, I actually had a whole storyboard thing going on where I kind of wanted to tell a story and everything, and I had little sketches. I sketched it all out in February thinking, okay, this is probably what I would go with. But in the end, I ended up doing some completely different because when it got closer to May, I looked at it and I wasn't feeling that initial passion, and I didn't want to just recycle what I was doing. I mean, it would have turned out probably okay, Like, I think it would have turned out okay, but I decided to go with something that was actually more nostalgic to me. I say this in all my videos: if you're going out of your comfort zone, stick to something that makes you comfortable. For me, being able to go back to this anime, Mermaid Melody, it really helped me basically feel the comfort of something I know, a show I loved growing up, watching it. It made me want to try harder to give the girls justice and being able to bring out their inner mermaid beauty and all of that. So that was the reason why I ended up scraping the idea, but I did already had my mind plan doing an idea. Another reason why monthly challenges are super duper cool, because it actually helps you develop your skills. Usually when, I don't know if everyone do this, but when I draw, I just do draw the senior style. Sometimes I do original characters. There's many things I try to test. But when you have a monthly challenge, you kind of have a more laser focus, and you can focus. So here's like mermaids to draw. So you're laser focusing maybe on the mermaid anatomy, but if you already grasp the anatomy, then you can focus on like setting the mood, doing backgrounds. You have a much clearer focus of what you want to do and how you want it all to turn out. So this is the final piece. I didn't want you to just glance through it. This is the final piece, how she turns out, and I absolutely loved her. This gave me hope that I can draw mermaids again, like compared to last year. And that's basically how it was just so amazing. The second one is still from Mermaid Melody. So like I was saying before, is that it helps you develop your skills because you're able to focus on a certain aspect and you're lasering it in on it, being able to be like develop that skill more and more. And with that, you're able to push yourself further. Like for these mermaids, I already was more confident that I am able to draw a mermaid, that now I'm like, okay, I am able to do it. I'm able to do it in lineless. Thank goodness I have references of the characters, so I'm not coming up on the spot, because this is already hard as it is for me. So now I'm testing, I guess sort of like the aesthetics, how to play with background and the mermaid, how to stay monochromatic as well, because as you could see, it was pink, now it's green, but I'm also sticking to the same colors, except like their skin obviously and hair. The hair still sort of close in a way, but it's basically I'm focusing on monochromatic art here and being able to have the colors stand out within each other. And how do I do it? How do I make like her dark green hair stand out from her green shells? Like all of this is going through my mind, and that's helping me develop a skill of using, in a way, like color values in general, and seeing how to compare it from with just monochromatic green, and then when I switch to grayscales for it, because I did it earlier. So that's the second reason. It helps develop your skills. The third reason is actually if you use Instagram to post your art. As myself, I post my art on Instagram. I have 2 accounts, one for my lineless and one for my line art. I didn't want to mix them because I thought people would get confused, but I don't know. I just like having a separation between the 2 of them. So it helps you actually to grow followers. And for some people be like, why do I need to grow followers? Things like that. I don't know, like for me, it helps me to think I'm creating my own circle of people that actually appreciate my art, like my art, help me further my art. That's how I found a lot of my good art friends, was through their followings, my own. Like we came together, we became friends. Even though our art styles are different, we're able to appreciate it. So the way you learn to grow, the way you grow a following through doing monthly challenges is because almost everyone is doing it. If not, like, if you ask most art friends of yours, or even if whoever, right? If they say Mermay, they know it's going to be in May. 70% of artists on Instagrams are drawing mermaid. They're doing their best, trying this out, all of this. And because of the tag, like hashtag in Instagram, I tend to follow it and just go through the list, and I find a lot of new artists that are amazing, not just like drawing mermaids, but like in other fields, like for Inktober, when everyone's doing ink art traditionally or digitally, I tend to go into it and find new people that I admire, and that's how they gain a following. And the same happened with me. A lot of people started to see my love for throwback animes and mermaid melody and such, and people started to connect with me because for me, that's personally something I grew up with, something they probably grew up with, what they fell in love with, and it helps you connect to people. So these monthly challenges could be a help in growth in your Instagram and or other platforms, maybe Twitter, things like that, Facebook, I don't know. And it just helps to bring people that actually appreciate what you do. And it's not just like self-validation, like yes, we are in the world of social media, self-validation is everywhere, but it's also knowing that all the hard work you put in, it's reflected within other artists being like, yes, you did do a good job, it looks great. Even, I don't know, for me that's important because it's as if a fellow person that does the same hard work as you notices it. I'm not saying that if a person that doesn't draw likes it, like says anything, because that's also very important, because it just shows all your hard work was for something, hence validation. But at the same time, it's like a growth in community. That's how it is for me, at least. And here she is. This is the final version. I kind of wanted to have that same similar background where there's this design, and I felt like, I don't know, I just felt that design for her would be a lot more cooler. I like the whole dark light thing going on, shadows hitting throughout. I actually really, really loved her shells. Like, her shells was the most fun for me to draw. So that's the third reason. It actually helps you with your following growth. Number 4, the fourth reason why you should probably do monthly challenges that are happening, not every month, but the ones that are happening, is actually it helps you come up with ideas. A lot of the times monthly challenges have prompts. They have a whole list, and they have for every day there's like an idea. I know last Mermay it was like crown, shiny. It's like one word that can spark an idea. So if you're the type of person that it's really hard for you to come up with an idea, sometimes it's really hard for me to come up with an idea, you could use these prompts to sort of push you and motivate you in creating more art with that aspect, because it really helps not having to think in a way harder than you need to, because the prompts ideas are already there for you and all of that is done. So you're technically just chilling, and you know, it's pretty easy now, because all you have to do is come up, you have your theme and or idea, and you just have to express it. Like, that's easier said than done. Trust me, for me, I don't work that great with prompts. I mean, maybe I haven't found the prompt I want. A lot of times when I see a word, it doesn't always spark an imagination in me. It's usually I don't know, for me it's different. But a lot of people really, I see through others that do monthly challenges and they actually use prompts. My friend used a Ghibli prompt for Inktober, and it was amazing. Like, everything she did was amazing. It was great. So prompts work for some people, and that's why monthly challenges are super duper awesome. And for some people like me, they don't always work. Maybe I just haven't found mine yet. Some do help spark it, but it just depends on a person. But that's one of the reasons why it's really great. Another reason is, the fifth reason, the last reason, is doing monthly challenges makes you see how much you can actually do in art. So what I mean by that is, sometimes when you start, I guess, I don't know, everyone's different, but sometimes you just release one art a month, 2 arts a month, and that's fine. Like, it's fine. But when you have this monthly prompts, a lot of people are able to produce at least half of the prompts. And then, like, when I was thinking about it, it was such as I was able to produce this prompt and everything. Like, when I was following the prompt list, I was able to do like 5 posts, but that was within 1 week. And I've never posted so much, I believe, during that time period, so frequently. Like, yeah, I didn't like how it ended up, but like I'll show you some of the images. They weren't like gorgeous, but they're still good enough for that time period. I just didn't love them. It just didn't portray what I was trying to say, so that's why I didn't like them personally. But it made me realize I can produce an art piece every day if I wanted to, or I was able to manage my time in a way. And doing monthly challenges, it really helps you see what you can achieve, how long you can achieve it. It gives you a sense of, I don't know how to fully explain this, like a sense of ability to know how much you can actually do in art. And the more you do it, the faster you get, the more you understand, the better you grow, and or like all of this. And that's why I think it's really important to do monthly challenges. But as a 6th thing, I know I said 5, but there's a 6th thing I'm going to tell you, that don't put too much pressure on yourself. I initially tried to put the pressure of doing a post every single day for the monthly challenges. If you're doing it, let's say the day before to post it, that's going to be hard and you're going to get burnt out, and then you're going to hate it. If you need a break from a monthly challenge, like let's say you're going to miss 2 to 3 days, take a break, because if it's going to help you bring out the quality of the art piece you want, it's going to be there and you're going to be able to achieve it a lot better. So yeah, basically this is all for fun. Definitely do it. Do 2 or 3 in the beginning if it's really hard. Like for this mermaid, I didn't have a prompt. I just did my own thing, and I don't think I know I didn't post every day, but I did post as much as I could, and they were mainly mermaids, you know, full body, some were not full body, but I did take on that challenge. And not having the full pressure of post every single day to complete this monthly task, like, yeah, it's really cool if you do it, but it's also really cool if you just try and not have that pressure of, if I don't do it, I fail. Because then that really becomes, it really brings a person down, at least for me. So definitely don't have that crazy pressure. And yeah, this is it. This is all my stuff, my 5 tips with my 5 reasons why you should do monthly challenges, and the last one was a tip. And yeah, basically I hope you enjoy watching these speed paints, these speed paints, time lapse, and I hope you really enjoy it, because I had a lot of fun drawing mermaids this year, and I hope you guys do more monthly challenges. And I'll see you guys, hopefully leave your links and I'll check out your stuff too, because I'm always looking for new friends. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Check out the new videos coming out. Until then, bye!